Thanks, Rob. Hey, Richard, good to see you, man. Can you give us a little kind of a scouting report on yourself and tell us what you bring to the table?
Man, I bring a lot, attributes to the table, man. Coming to the Browns, I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to work, man. I'm ready to get to it, man. It's been an overwhelming process, as you guys know from my accident in October to now, and it's just been a long journey. And the things that that I'm able to bring to the table, is unmatched. I was able to recover 100%. Now I'm ready to get on the road.
How scary was that, Richard? Just reading up on it a little bit, it sounds like you were that was pretty serious, and how much did that maybe change your perspective on things?
Yeah, definitely, man. It was a scary, situation, but God, He had His hands on me the whole time. Was able to shed a lot of light on things that I wasn't, aware of. I was able to, calm down, get to it and really go through. That was really kind of the hardest stage of my life mentally, not just physically, but just going out there every Saturday and watching, the guys that I call my brother go to war without me, man. That kind of beat me up, mentally. But I was able to do, with God, my family beside me and the ones that stayed true, all my life, and I was able to get through, with it, and here we are today.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Dan Lobby's next.
Hey, Richard, congratulations. I mean, how difficult was that recovery process coming back from the accident?
More mental, than anything. It's been quite challenging, because coming from basically, starting every game since I was a sophomore in college, not playing, and Coach Smart and Coach Glenn Schumann they kept drilling me, making sure that I was there mentally. I was always there, ever since that accident happened. It kind of didn't happen mentally because I was there every practice. I was there every meeting. I never missed a special teams meeting. All the same things was going mentally, and thanks to, Mr. Ron Corson over there at the head trainer at Georgia, I was able to get back and get, feel like my normal self before I left, man. And that's what, really did it.
When did you kind of finally start feeling like yourself again? I know you got on the field for a snap against Cincinnati, but when did you kind of feel like, okay, I'm back?
Probably, man, I probably have to say like not too long ago, man. Just I was nursing the injury. I kind of rushed it back as my foot. But as I, began to pick up speed in my workouts and things like that, I started to feel back to my normal self, and I was able to break, get out, towards by my pro day, man. I was feeling, about 90%, go. I kind of, didn't do as well as I thought I would have did at my pro day, but I was getting back in my groove, and now I know I'm fully back in my groove. I'm ready to work.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Nate Ulrich, you're up.
Hey, Richard, congratulations. What do you remember from the accident, and how much has it added to the emotion of this weekend for you?
Man, I don't, try to live in the past about it, man. I just remember, just out there, just after the accident happened, my family driving from Kentucky, where my game was, and they're having a detour, and they come to Athens to be able to console me and things like that. But after that happened, I was good, and then I'm, like I said, man, I'm ready to work, man. That's behind me. Thank God that I'm here. Thank God for everything that I was able to do. And He opened my eyes to a lot of things. Like I said before, I'm ready to go.
How much did you talk to teams about it? And were you worried that, your draft stock might be, affected coming off those injuries?
Yeah, man, I talked to a lot of teams about the situation, which was that I wasn't really worried about my draft stock, man. I know wherever I go, I'm able to, get out there and showcase my talents, man. I'm so glad that the Cleveland Browns gave me a shot, man, to show what I can do, man. I can't wait, to get out there and run around.
Thanks, Nate. Tony Grossi, we'll go to you.
Hey, Richard, congrats on your recovery, first of all. I don't want to belabor it, but what were the extent of your injuries? I'm not I don't know about it.
Like it really wasn't that bad, thank God it wasn't that bad. It was just my foot. I had a little fracture in my foot, and my shoulder. You know, they're just a minor injuries that I was able, to come back, but I didn't want to rush myself back during the season or nothing like that. That's why I just shut it down. But I was able to recover, 100%. But it really wasn't nothing, crazy besides those two injuries.
Okay, and then I want to squeeze in two quickies in one. Did you privately work out? Did you have any private workout with the Browns, or was it just your pro day to prove your health? And second of all, how close were you to going to Ohio State?
Man, that's crazy that I answered the second question first, man. So close to going to Ohio State. It came down to the wire about that. My best friend, Raekwon McMillan, went there. And so I was very familiar with Columbus and the things, the coaches and all the things that was going on, the great things going on in Columbus. I was almost, a Buckeye, but, I stayed home at Georgia, and I felt like, either way I made the right decision. I was able to do what I had to do. And I'm sorry, what's the other question?
Did you prove to the Browns individually that you were healthy, or?
Yeah. No, so I guess my pro day, what kind of did it, and I met with them a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tony. Scott Petrick, you're up.
Hey, Richard, how do you view this opportunity with the Browns, given that they love safeties, right? And Joe Woods wants to use 3 on the field at the same time, but then they have some big ones in, JJ III and Grant Delpit and Ronnie Harrison.
I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I see it as a great opportunity to learn from those guys that's in front of me. Grant, Ronnie, those guys, I've been watching those guys, ever since they came to college. I looked up to those guys. So I'm able to, get in there and tap in with those guys and see, train with those guys and see what I can learn from them, just like a sponge. Just anything that I can from, any coach, anybody around the organization, I'm willing to learn.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Marla Ridenour, you have our next question.
Yeah, obviously you were a little familiar with Ohio State, but did you know anything about the Browns? Did you watch them in the playoffs? Like anything like that?
Oh yeah, I knew Nick Chubb. So
I didn't know how close are you guys?
Chubb.
How close are you and Nick?
That's my guy, man. Nick's been always a big brother ever since I came to Georgia, man. He's always, shed light on me, just let me know just things about how to go about things when I was a freshman in college. And I'm pretty sure he's going to, oversee me and do the same thing where we at in Cleveland.
So did he sort of take you under his wing or anything back then?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I was just a knucklehead coming out of high school, and so he had to, you know what I'm saying? He's seen the potential in me. He helped me also.
Thanks, Marla. Our final question for Richard goes to Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Richard, did you think this could be a place where you could end up? And what did you have meetings with the Browns before the draft? And were there any memorable interactions, if so?
Oh yeah, I did meet with the Browns. I'm ready to work, you know what I'm saying? And so whenever the Browns call me, you know what I'm saying, I'm fired up about whatever, and I'm just ready to get in and show you guys what I can do, man.